Sandbaggers Case Files, a look back at the best spy show you've never heard of. The Sandbaggers find themselves in the role of unwitting pawns in a game of diplomatic chess in this episode, Enough of Ghosts. After paying a condolence visit to Tom Elliott's parents, Willie Kane tells Burnside that he is thinking about leaving the special section. Having lost 4 sandbaggers in a little over a year, he figures it's only a matter of time before he too is killed.
Oh, it's guilt, is that what it is? Because they're gone and you're left? It's logic. My number's got to be coming up.
Burnside's pep talk is cut short by an urgent call from the ops room. It seems that Sir Geoffrey Wellingham, Undersecretary of State at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, has been kidnapped while on a visit to NATO headquarters in Brussels. Swinging into action, Burnside orders both sandbaggers to Belgium, and Director of Intelligence Edward Tyler volunteers to get in touch with the West German counter-terrorist squad GSG-9. However, Peel instructs Burnside to send only Willie Kane, an order that Burnside has no intention of obeying. However, it seems that everyone except Burnside is resigned to the idea that Wellingham's fate is already sealed.
I don't stand a cat in hell's chance of getting to him. But if you didn't try, that would be something else for us to live with. And I've had enough of ghosts. Haven't you, Willie?
While Wellingham gets to know his captors, Burnside learns that a terrorist group called the Lonnen Group is apparently operating in Brussels. But since they're keeping quiet, the Belgian police are reluctant to arrest them. According to Tyler, their profile matches the description of the men who kidnapped Wellingham. When Peel finds out that both sandbaggers have been sent to Brussels, he lets Burnside have it with both barrels.
You've gone right back to where you were a year ago. Lying, cheating, double-dealing, anything to get your own way. Well, your annual report is overdue.
I'm rather too preoccupied to worry about that, sir.
But you'll understand if in the event it is somewhat less than charitable.
In Brussels, Willie and Mike are scoping out possible locations for the kidnappers' hideout when they pick up a tail while driving through the countryside southeast of the city. Neither Willie nor Burnside are sure what to make of it. Back in London, Tyler informs Burnside that GSG-9 has sent a team to Brussels to flush the Lonnen Group out of hiding and into the hands of the Belgian police. Horst Linke, a GSG-9 officer, joins forces with Willie and Mike to find out where Lonnen is hiding Wellingham. Confusion mounts when a conflicting pair of messages are released. The first message says that Wellingham will be freed if NATO countries suspend aid to Israel for 18 months. Shortly after, another message, also purportedly from the Lonnen Group, says that they're not holding Wellingham at all.
Linke is convinced that this is Lonnen boxing clever, trying to confuse the enemy and prevent the Belgian police from going all out for him.
You don't agree?
I don't know. Linke's the expert. I mean, if we are chasing the wrong group, where does that leave Wellingham?
To sort out the confusion, Burnside gets permission from C to travel to Brussels himself, while Mike returns to the countryside in search of the hideout. While Burnside is en route, however, Linke pays a visit to Willie and tells him that they've identified where the Lonnen Group is hiding. But when the police raid the apartment, it's a different group of people than we've seen before, and Wellingham is nowhere to be found. Shortly after the raid, the kidnappers receive a telephone call, and they jubilantly inform Wellingham that he's free to go.
Who are you? Oh, just a trio of eccentric millionaires.
The situation may be perplexing to Willie and Wellingham, but Burnside has unraveled the mystery while in the air. Just as Linke is making his hasty departure, Burnside arrives to confront him. Then, in a masterful burst of exposition, Burnside lays it all out. GSG-9 itself arranged for Wellingham to be kidnapped as a way to put pressure on the Belgians to move against the Lonnen Group. The ransom demand was an effort to get other countries to do the same. And when Willie and Mike got too close to finding the real hideout, GSG-9 suddenly offered to help in order to misdirect them. Linke tries to make up for the deception by offering them a list of Iraqi terrorists operating in London and New York.
I hope we may meet again, sir.
I've got mixed feelings about that.
Unfortunately, they don't meet again. Oh, and by the way, Willie tells Burnside he's decided not to resign.
Don't thank me. It means you can explain to Peel yourself. Well, what you're doing, staying here at the Hilton.
Now that we're done killing Sandbaggers, we now return to our regularly scheduled outstanding spy drama. In the next episode, an airliner carrying Willie and Karen Milner is hijacked, and Burnside is running out of time to rescue them. That's next time on the Sandbaggers Case Files.